R&D Center of SD Biosensor. This is the foundation of technology, where SD Biosensor's value is created. It's also a place where numerous researchers and experts lead the way and prepare for tomorrow. The technology is visualized as products through the full automation manufacturing facility. And it is provided not only locally in Korea, but also to about 100 countries.
PCR test is one of the diagnostic methods to detect SARS-CoV-2. It is ideally suitable for detecting patients that are currently infected. This method is used globally, and its range is from infection day to 20 days after infection. The standard MnCoV real-time detection kit is a real-time reverse transcription PCR assay for the qualitative detection of SARS-CoV-2 nucleic acids in nasopharyngeal, oropharyngeal, nasal, and mid-turbinate nasal swab and sputum specimens from individuals who are suspected of COVID-19 by their healthcare provider. After 2 days from infection, antigen test can also be used to detect SARS-CoV-2. Standard Q COVID-19 AG test is a rapid chromatographic immunoassay for the qualitative detection of specific antigens to SARS-CoV-2 present in human nasopharynx. This test is for administration by healthcare workers and labs only as an aid to early diagnosis of SARS-CoV-2 infection in patient with clinical symptoms with SARS-CoV-2 infection. It provides only an initial screening test result. It takes 15 to 30 minutes to get result. Standard F COVID-19 AG FIA is the fluorescent immunoassay for the qualitative detection of specific nucleoprotein antigens to SARS-CoV-2 present in human nasopharynx. Standard F COVID-19 AG FIA should be used with the Standard F analyzers manufactured by SD Biosensor. This test is for in vitro professional diagnostic use and intended as an aid to early diagnosis of SARS-CoV-2 infection in patient with clinical symptoms with SARS-CoV-2 infection. It provides only an initial screening test result. It takes 15 to 30 minutes to get result. After 10 days from infection, antibody test is used for detecting the existence of SARS-CoV-2 antibody. Standard Q COVID-19 IgM-IgG combo test is a rapid chromatographic immunoassay for the qualitative detection of specific antibodies to SARS-CoV-2 present in human serum, plasma, or whole blood. This test is for in vitro professional diagnostic use and intended as an aid to diagnosis of SARS-CoV-2 infection in convalescent phase of patient with clinical symptoms with SARS-CoV-2 infection. It provides only an initial screening test result. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to get result. Standard F COVID-19 IgM-IgG combo FIA is the fluorescent immunoassay for the qualitative detection of specific antibodies to SARS-CoV-2 present in human serum, plasma, and whole blood. Standard F COVID-19 IgM-IgG combo FIA should be used with the Standard F analyzers manufactured by SD Biosensor. This test is for in vitro professional diagnostic use and intended as an aid to diagnosis of SARS-CoV-2 infection in convalescent phase of patient with clinical symptoms with SARS-CoV-2 infection. It provides only an initial screening test result. It takes within 15 minutes to get result. Using specific and sensitive diagnostic methods, we can detect the virus accurately.
Lesson from Korean COVID-19 experiences. Realistic diagnostic guideline for worldwide pandemic situation. Part 1. Understanding SARS-CoV-2 virus and 3 different methods for COVID-19 diagnosis. COVID-19 is caused by SARS-CoV-2 virus. This virus is composed of gene and antigen. First, you can detect the genes when the virus infects through nose or throat. Virus genes can be detected by RT-PCR method. Second, antigen can be detected from human oropharyngeal, nasopharyngeal specimens and sputum specimens. This antigen can be detected by FIA Rapid Antigen Kit. 10 days after virus infection, antibodies can be detected in blood. IgM or IgG antibodies can be detected by Gold Rapid Kit or Total Antibody ELISA Kit. PCL is providing all 3 solutions from RT-PCR, antigen to antibody detection kit. PCL's one-step RT-PCR kit contains highly sensitive N gene and showed 7 to 43-fold higher sensitivity than other RT-PCR kits. PCL Antigen Rapid Kit is a dual antibody sandwich reaction with fluorescence immunochromatographic assay to detect N antigen of SARS-CoV-2 in 10 minutes. PCL's antigen rapid test can detect below 1,000 copies of virus, whereas RT-PCR kit can detect below 100 copies of virus. PCL's antibody rapid gold can detect IgG and IgM antibodies of N and spike protein of SARS-CoV-2 in human serum, plasma, venous blood, and capillary blood. After seroconversion, PCL's antibody kit's clinical sensitivity is 90.76% and clinical specificity is 99.35%. Lastly, PCL is providing total antibody ELISA kit for massive screening of blood samples. PCL provides antigen sandwich method for detecting total antibodies from IgG, IgM, and IgA. Part 2. Preventive total solution for COVID-19 pandemic situation. The first confirmed COVID-19 patients in South Korea, January 20th, were those who came from or had visited China. Lately, secondary and tertiary spread occurred, and the speed of transmission accelerated. By May 1st, in some 180 countries and territories, representing every corner of the globe, have now reported at least 1 case of the novel coronavirus. In total, there are now over 3 million confirmed cases and over 215,000 related deaths. Transmission of COVID-19 can occur early in the course of infection, since SARS-CoV-2 viral loads in asymptomatic patients are similar to those in the symptomatic patients. This indicates asymptomatic or minimally symptomatic patients with low levels of detectable viral RNA can transmit COVID-19. Therefore, a total solution is needed to detect the virus in the early phases of infection to prevent secondary or tertiary spread. Part 3. PCL is providing total solution for COVID-19 diagnosis. Antigen kit recommendation. First of all, PCL recommends antigen kit as the first barrier for COVID-19 prevention. Antigen detection is a quick 10-minute assay with high sensitivity. It can sort positive patients quickly. If the antigen test result is positive, confirm the patient as a positive case. If the antigen test result is negative or the patient displays symptoms, perform the RT-PCR. RT-PCR is currently the only way for confirming COVID-19 infections. However, it requires 3 steps along with professional equipment and technicians. Throughput is not good, and it takes more than 6 hours to obtain the results. After using antigen test, we can reduce the burden of RT-PCR assay and sort patients as early as possible. However, antigen assay is less sensitive than RT-PCR by nature. Because antigens cannot be amplified like RT-PCR methods, we usually assume that RT-PCR CT value that is lower than 30 can be detected from antigen assay. Antibody recommendation. The antibody method is very useful in finding antibodies in the blood at least 10 days after infection. PCL's Antibody Rapid Gold detects IgG and IgM antibodies of COVID-19 infection from fingerstick of blood in 10 minutes. Antibody only appears 10 days after infection. Antibody kit can be used to complement the RT-PCR or antigen assay for COVID-19 patients. In addition, we can use antibody method to determine when COVID-19 patients can return to work or school. Multiplex IVD Leader, PCL.
Bioneer was founded in 1992. At that time, Korea depended highly upon imported genetic products. Therefore, our goal is to develop and produce domestic genetic technology. Bioneer is the first company in South Korea that developed PCR enzymes and synthetic DNA. World-class scale DNA Synthesis Center was established in 2001. Currently, we are producing various types of oligo-DNA, siRNA, and etc. by developing and applying over 100 synthetic ingredients. Furthermore, we have created an automated gene synthesis system. In 1995, we developed and supplied PCR equipment. Also, this is the first case in South Korea. we are constantly developing and supplying diverse-ranging equipment that comprises the full gamut of genetic technology. New biological epidemics occurring around the world caused and is still causing social, cultural, and economic damage. We contributed in preventing spread of infectious diseases with an early and rapid response of supplying molecular analysis equipment and kits. Molecular diagnostic is a representative technology for in vitro diagnostics. It can monitor changes in molecular level from DNA and RNA, which contain genetic information. Molecular diagnostic is more accurate than blood or urine examination. Also, this method does not require a biopsy. It is used to diagnose infectious diseases, such as hepatitis, tuberculosis, and STDs, and perform newborn screening. We have succeeded in domestic establishment of core molecular analysis technologies. In addition, we possess various patented technologies. We develop both our own equipments and agents for best compatibility. Now our products are being used all over the world. Over 20,000 cases can be found from major research papers and journals. Meantime, we collaborate in various joint research partnerships to develop innovative new technologies in genetic engineering. We, Bioneer, will become a leading global healthcare company via developing disease diagnostic, treatment, and disease prevention system, utilizing genetic engineering technologies. Thank you.